All righty, Damon. Well, thank you. And as I mentioned earlier, this one is a little bit near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure a lot of people might kind of, join me on board this one, because it used to be that, we were always so worried about it. We heard about book burning and, how they would use books and burn books to keep our eyes from seeing or reading something that those in charge did not want us to view, not to protect us. Actually, it was to protect them from us. And now the books, which are still being attacked and some are even still being pulled off shelves and school reading lists, have been joined by an ever-increasing list of movies. Yes. So as we move towards this scrub-clean society where germs don't exist, everything from history to comedy is now being whitewashed because it could be deemed too harsh for some of the dainty flowers of Generation Y to even deal with. I mean, we've already seen the classic Gone with the Wind, right? Yeah. That was removed. It was attacked, removed from Netflix. I think it got put back on again. Also, cartoons, Bugs Bunny characters like Yosemite Sam and Wile E. the Coyote are edited not to show violence or guns, but the latest one is really the one that's got me ready to scream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yeah, it happened last week. Believe it or not, I was watching TV when this warning came across my TV screen, and I actually had to rewind the DVR and kind of pause it and then read it. And I read it again because I was like, what am I seeing here? Because I wasn't sure what I was looking at. But yeah, this is what it said. This was on my TV screen. We all love our 90s buddy movies, but this movie was created in a different time. FYI, certain depictions, language, and humor may seem outdated and at times offensive. Yeah, that's right. The worst Rush Hour movie of all now comes with a freaking warning label? Are you kidding me? And that's not to warn us that this one sucks compared to the first one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, what even is that? It's Rush Hour. It's Chris Tucker. It's Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
It's supposed to play on certain depictions and language, or else it wouldn't be funny, you dolts. So now we need protection from comedies. In this case, buddy comedies. Things that are supposed to be funny. Well, according to the Weasley little liberal pantywaists that are now infesting Hollywood, according to them, movies with characters named, Riggs and Murtaugh, or Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowry, or Ted, are now things that we need protection from. Hell, I'm sure if they could, they would just outright ban them right now if they could. Then it got me thinking, because always you hear people say, when it comes to making Blazing Saddles, you couldn't make Blazing Saddles today. But guess what? That's not the only one. According to the Wussy Wake standards that are now being put in place, you also couldn't make 48 Hours, Animal House, Airplane, Porky's, Revenge of the Nerds, and the outright hilarity of Tanner Boyle and the Bad News Bears.
Why you always picking on me? What did I do to you? Ingomar Crate, you called me bellyache and thrown him out of first base.
And that's the only thing I could get without him cursing. Come to think of it, I even left out of the list Caddyshack and Smokey and the Bandit. Throw into that mix now TV shows like Sanford and Son, All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Maude, and of course the 80s classic Married with Children. And you've got a diverse mix of comedy that is way more educational to the American public and to educate us of our shortcomings today than the woke Hollywood crowd could ever put together. At this point, I'm surprised they haven't pushed Mel Brooks and Norman Lear out a window like they do in Russia. That's why thought you'd appreciate that part. That's why I've started collecting DVDs of some of these shows and movies, because with everything going online, when it comes time that they want to burn it, they won't have to. They can just hit delete. What we need protection from really are the Nazis and the commies who have invaded and taken over Hollywood. So the kids out there, listen up. Start doing some homework. Find some real comedy. Find all the George Carlin, the Sam Kinison, and the Richard Pryor you can, and drink it in. And to the parents out there, sit down and watch some of these great shows and movies with your kids and have them appreciate the comedy. It didn't make us wackos and monsters, and I'm sure you'll be glad you did.
God is our co-pilot.
Cannonball.
Yeah.
God is our co-pilot? Huh? Remember our car?
Yeah.
2 seats? 2 seats. Where's he gonna sit? Where?
And there you have it.
All right.
I love that
Rico
movie.
got him. Oh man, I love that.
It's amazing. It's amazing what we're finding more and more these days, huh?